What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. Some of the items have sold. We got Joey Barton there selling for 4.5k due to the marquee matchups along with Gordon, the right back as well. They're the only two SPL players I had available to me. However, they went, so happy days. A nice big 5k off the back of those, and that's why I save all these players, man. And I know last year I used to discard a lot of the guys, but this year I just feel like it's better to hold on to them. Before we get into today's draft, guys, if you want to get any cheap MSP or PSN codes, don't forget to check out G2A. Link is down below. And also, if we could drop a big old thumbs up on today's draft, that'd be awesome. Let's try and smash 10k likes for a New Year's draft. This draft will be given to you on New Year's Day, actually. So, let's go with the 4-3-2-1. I think we won last time with that. So, yeah, if we could hit a New Year's Day, Lewandowski, let's go with him. Thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Of course, the last couple of drafts have been unsuccessful, going out in the second round 2 times in a row. I need to get back on that winning streak in draft, man. I'm playing good FIFA right now. I'm doing well in Division 1. I'm doing really well in Foot Champs. If I can't also hold it down in draft, I'll be a little bit disappointed with myself. Next up, we've got Lacazette with a dab. I'm going to take this Alexis Sanchez just because I know how damn good he is. Might make it a bit difficult to kind of like put the two guys together as a hybrid. Let me, no, that should be alright. We don't get a Bundesliga, nor a BPL, nor a Polish, nor a Chilean. So I guess we're going for a Chem star. And we will take Hunter because I will want to put Hunter onto Lewandowski. Next up, we're going to go, ooh, that Nainggolan. And again, look at that. What am I to do? It's just not giving me the players that I need. I'm going to take Nainggolan because his card is just ridiculous. And there are a lot of options to link him up, basically. So Gundogan, that's more like it. There's a nice player I can get behind. Would Herrera be better? I don't think so. We'll take that informed Gundogan. We'll swap those two bad boys around. At least that's going to give Sanchez 8 chemistry with the manager. Next up, we get Pjanic. Now, Pjanic is another good one because he'll get a soft link there into Nainggolan. It looks like now we're probably going to be going for, look at this team so far. If I can get these to link up, this is going to be great. It looks like we're probably going to go for a BPL Calcio A hybrid. And that's pretty much, I was going to say that's pretty much confirmed with the fact that Dani Alves popped up. But now I'm sitting and thinking like maybe we take Philippe Lahm, we get a Bayern centre midfielder like a Thomas Müller or something, Renato Sanchez, and then Lewandowski on 8 chem. And then the midfielder goes on 10 chem and Lahm goes on the chem. But Dani Alves, what would you guys do here? I'm going to take Dani Alves just because he gets strong link into Pjanic. And there are so many opportunities to link him here. We get Thomas Vermaelen there. See, we could have taken Lahm and then given him a strong link into Bender. We'll take Thomas Vermaelen. Not a bad player either, to be fair. And he gets the perfect link into Nainggolan. In fact, that trio here now are all on 10 chem. So if we can get BPL player at striker, like a Sergio Aguero would be great because then I could put Gundogan up there and he'll get perfect chem. And that will mean I'll need an Arsenal midfielder. We get Koulibaly, I guess will be our go-to guy there. We might end up having to go full Calcio A here, which isn't a problem. Do we get any Calcio? There we go. We get Mario Rui. Boom. He sits in that little spot there. Bang. He goes there. We get even more chemistry. Happy days. We get one more chemistry by swapping those two around as well. I don't know why, but we do. So that's not a bad team to start with, guys. We've actually got I didn't even pick the goalkeeper. We've actually got relatively good chemistry. Oh, hello, Ian Robben. I might just take that Robben as well. I'm not like... We could end up putting him into the team at some stage or another, but as a substitute, it's too much. I can't not take him. Let's go for the goalkeeper. Legend Schmeichel. Oh my god, we've got Manuel Neuer in there as well, but we're going to take Schmeichel. So we're on 90 chemistry. So in fact, if we just got like a relatively good midfielder, we could get 100 chemistry on this. And that would be great. If we put Robben there and then swap those two around, that puts us up to 92 chemistry. That's really good. That is really, really good. Come on, EA, hook me up with some more sick players. I feel like I'm getting really, really good opportunities to build into a solid team here. The wingers aren't really that helpful, so I will take Jack Wilshere. No, it doesn't help. I don't know why I thought that might help. I'll take Jack Wilshere anyway, just because we could go BPL still down that side. Wow. Wow. I don't know who to take here. Could go Gareth Bale and throw him on the bench. What a sub he would be. Lichtsteiner we don't need because we've got Danny out. We've got like the defenses. The defense is just done. The defense is that's it. It's done. It's literally that left centre mid and left striker spot. And on the back of that, it would make more sense to take Costa and put him up front and get the BPL players in. That's what we're going to have to do, which is sad because I would have loved to have taken that Gareth Bale. But we're going to end up with like far more chemistry by putting Costa and Wilshere into the team. That is a sick team so far as well. Little low rating on the defense, but the team in general, this could be definitely my highest ever rated draft, just depending on what we get for the rest of the players. I'm gonna take. What do we have? Do we need a shadow? What have we got? Wow, I've got a lot of catalyst in now. We'll take a shadow with James there. We've got a hunter that we're going to put on Costa. Next up, that 87 Cavani is nice. We would. Would Fernandez be better? I mean, he actually wouldn't. He would get a little bit more chemistry, but then Sanchez would lose chemistry. Oh no, Sanchez wouldn't lose chemistry. Fernandez would be better. So we will take Fernandez and then we'll pop him in there. And boom, that's us on 100 chemistry. Look at that for a team, guys. That's amazing. Other than Costa and Gundogan being on 7 chem each, or 6 chem and 7 chem, which we can get to 7 and 8. We've got a full chem team here. And what a team it is, with a couple of amazing subs like Lewandowski and Arjen Robben. Very, very happy with what I'm looking at here. Come on, now I just want high-rated players to try and bump up this team rating. We'll take Consigli to start with. Of course, he does actually fit into the team as well. Next up for the defense, Felipe Luis. Hello, Felipe Luis, an 87 rated defender. I will take it. Let's put Lewandowski onto the bench. This is definitely going to be one of my highest rated drafts ever. There's no way it can't be. Next up, we're going to go with, oh my god, we're even going to take, oh wow, look at the choices. I'm going to take Bonucci because he's going to go into the team. He's going to go in instead of Koulibaly, but he is going to go into the team, and then Koulibaly can swap out for Arjen Robben, and we are building something special here. I don't know what else can really improve this team. Definitely not a silver card, that's for sure. We'll take a hunt. What do I need? I've got Anchor, Backbone, Sentinel, Catalyst, 1 Hunter, 1 Shadow. Do I have a Hawk? Finisher, Basic, Maestro. I could go with. I'm gonna take Shadow. I'm gonna like prioritize defense over attack. We'll throw Koulibaly in there. So we're still at 186. We can get a 188 here. I'll be very, very happy. Come on, give me another big player. Payet, Ribery, Vidal. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's amazing. How do I, like, I'm going to have to leave him on the bench because he doesn't fit into the team. He just doesn't, he just doesn't get enough links. That's so sad. That is so sad that Paul Pogba here is going to have to be a sub on the bench. The bench of dreams. This is probably my best draft ever. Even with 2 more players to go, we've got 3, 6, 7, 8 informs and 2 team of the group stage players. And we've got a nice team as well. Let's go with the next pool. Who do we get? Come on, give me another high rated. Give me another inform. Give us a special card. Nothing. Right, we'll take a hunter this time. We'll take Atsu. That's still a 186. Let's put Koulibaly on the bench. Still a 186. So now I have to do chem stars real quick. We got Maestro there off of him as well. So I want Hunter up front on Costa. And Hunter on Sanchez. I want Maestro on Gundogan. Engine is fine on Pjanic. Powerhouse is fine on Nainggolan. And Artist is fine on what's-his-face. I want Shadow here. And I have another Shadow, don't I? Yes, Shadow here. I've got a Maestro. Maybe I prefer Maestro on Nainggolan. basic, basic, finisher, basic, basic. I prefer Catalyst and Anchor there. So that's going to be the Chem Stars. Not a lot here that I can get that's going to make this team any better. I'm going to have to like hit Jackpot City. Oh my god, we get that Informed Coutinho out of nowhere. That might well have got us, guys, the rating. That may well have got us the super high rated for the team. I can't believe... I am sure there is a way to fit Paul Pogba into this team, isn't there? And I'm just not seeing it. And I apologise to those of you that are seeing what I'm not seeing right now. I apologise, because I know it's there. I just know it's there. I know there's a way where people are like, why don't you just do this? You should have just done this. Is that really only a 186? That's surprising. It's because of the 279s and the 81. They're so low rated that it just doesn't help at all. Could I fit Pogba if I went Wilshere and Pogba? Would that help at all? But then I'm going to have to take out like the defenders, and that just doesn't work. No, this has got to be the team. And then we have got like some of the... like this is definitely one of the best drafts I've ever drafted by way of players. Absolute beast team. Vermaelen's even good. Mauro Rui is good. Fernandez isn't bad. Like 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. And then the bench are Lewandowski, Felipe Luis, Robben, Pogba and Coutinho. It's not the highest rated draft I've ever drafted, but it is definitely the best draft I've ever drafted. What I need here now is a BPL manager. Pellegrini. Not Pellegrini. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about, would be best. Was it Pellegrini? It might have been Pellegrini. So he gives us the 7 chem and the 8 chem. I'll take it. That, guys, is a phenomenal, phenomenal draft. Hopefully, I can do good things with this, because we have got a little bit of everything. We've got informs, legends, team of the group stage, super high rated players, pace, power, just OP as hell. If I don't do good with this team, I will be shocked. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-2-3-1, 186 team. Very nice players there. The informed Pogba, informed Luis, informed Lloris, informed Neymar, Asensio, and Ruben Castro up front. Ruben Castro is actually pretty good. Shaqiri. Interesting slow defense in Jagielka, Shawcross, and Bakary Sagna, but it's still overall a pretty nice team. Now, I will say, guys, I record the start and the end of the video before I record the gameplay typically, and I don't know if I said Happy New Year in it. It is now the New Year, so Happy New Year. If I look like I've just woken up, pretty much just woken up. I actually woke up about an hour ago, but it just, I don't know, it takes me like a while to get woken up, you know what I mean? And if I look like pastier than normal, I was playing around with some settings on the camera a few days ago, and I think I screwed it up, and I've got to a point where I either look like super orange or super pasty white. So I don't know how to deal with that. But we went 2-0 up in this game, guys. Hopefully you guys had a good New Year's Eve. Let me know in the comment section what you got up to. And then we get a penalty a little bit after that, and Peter Schmeichel steps up, shoots and scores, and makes it 4-0, and he dabs on him. So we go swiftly into the second round. Now, I said whilst drafting this team, although this isn't the highest rated team I've ever drafted, this is definitely, in my opinion, this year, the best team that I've drafted. You know, the rating is dependent on a few other factors kind of outside of your control, but I would definitely say that this was the best team. It was, for me, the most well-rounded team I'd ever drafted. You know, every position was great. And what we talked about last episode was the fact that recently our incredible drafts have been suffering and our bad teams we've been winning with. So I was interested to see what we could do. The next opponent we'll come up against got 88 chemistry, 86 rated, but some incredible players. Solskjaer, informed Lewandowski, informed Nainggolan, informed Bale, informed Royce, Screamer Felipe Luis, Laurent Blanc, informed Handanovic, team of the group stage Dani Alves. So even though he did have a lack of chemistry, it was, you know, it was still to be considered that his players, they had more than the threshold that would give them stat boosts, and with that in mind, they would still play absolutely fantastic. So to go 1-0 up in this game was, of course, very, very nice. And it didn't take too long before we got a second. Alexis Sanchez here down the left-hand side, does a nice little bit of shielding there, a little bit lucky to get the ball, holds him off. Beautiful play on the edge of the box, and I think that's Fernandez there, plays it into Griezmann. No, that's not Griezmann, is it? Into Gundogan, I believe. and we shoot and we score. So we make it 2-0. I get the ball back again. Alexis Sanchez here. Lovely little stop on the ball. Great shot, great goal. I think he scored a long shot in the first game as well. These goals on this game were kind of, even though this isn't his 90 rated card, it was this that encouraged me to buy Alexis Sanchez 90 rated on my Road to Glory account, because he's just constantly unbelievable. You know, we end up going 4-0 up, and then in the later on in the game, I got a bit lax here. You know, we'd gone out in the semi-final a couple times in a row. I've been playing this FIFA through Foot Champions, so I'm playing Foot Champions as well whilst playing the draft, and it just adds, you know, I have to play 40 games in a weekend anyway, and then I have to do this draft and Monday's draft, so tomorrow's draft on top of that. So, you know, 48 games potentially over the weekend, it gets tiring and stressful, and we get what has kind of been coined as the term of FIFA tired. And when you're FIFA tired is when you're not necessarily tired, but you've played so much FIFA that you're just making simple mistakes and simple errors that you wouldn't usually make. And when I got 4-0 up, I kind of got a little bit FIFA tired, I got a little bit lazy and lethargic with how I was playing, and it allowed my opponent a way back in. However, you know, I was 4-0 up in the 70th minute. He didn't quite have enough time to get fully back into the game. Although he had a little bit more possession and a few more shots. I think you can see I'm the blue dots, he's the green dots. My shots were from far more concise positions, and I generally deserve to go through. We come up into the semi-final now, and we come up against another sick team. 95 chemistry, 86 rated, informed Robben, informed Valencia, Pele, another informed Felipe Luis, Kevin De Bruyne, Neymar, Carrasco, Thuram, Matthew and Ter Stegen, and then Dan at centre-back as well. Pretty good team. Again, a really good team. A formation I think is overlooked a little bit, especially in draft. It's not, for me, it's not the most OP formation, like the 3-4-3 and the 3-4-2-1. I find them to be really strong, you know, in certain times. When you're playing against someone who's part of the bus or 5 at the back, they're really, really overpowered just because of how much width you get. You end up carving the defence open regardless. But to start with the formation is risky, because if someone knows how to counter it, they end up countering it quite easy. So, you know, I saw this formation. I was kind of happy that I saw the Scott Dan at centre-back, the little bit lack of chemistry. But he did have Pele up front. However, we end up getting the first goal, and then we end up getting the second goal as well. Lovely little passing move on the top of the box into FinalizingZ here. Beautiful bit of skill past the defender, into the space, shoots out, driven near shot at the near post. And we go 2-0 up, and Ter Stegen is left wondering. So 2-0 was the final score in this game. Look at this skill move as well. The ball roll to the Neymar flick, and then boom, hits that one near post. You don't see the ball roll Neymar flick much, but hey, I thought I'd give it a shot, see if it worked, and it did work. So we end up going in at 2-0. You can see again by the match stats, clearly deserved the win. My opponent actually had some good shots from good areas, but for me, held possession very well. And I'm taking my chances. One of the best things about playing draft for me whilst playing Foot Champs, although as I say, on the one hand you can get FIFA tired, and you know, it's a lot of extra games, but on the other hand you're in a competitive mindset, so you're playing a little bit better than you normally would. Into the final, we'll come up against a guy with 82 chem, 86 rated, informed Royce and Lewandowski, informed Mkhitaryan and Pogba, team of the group stage Felipe Luis, and then some really weird choices, you know, like a lot of off-chem players there. Ter Stegen just in-goal off-chem, Font, Konoplyanka, all off-chem. You know, he's got Lewandowski, Royce, and his left-back, Felipe Luis, off-chem. We end up getting a penalty on the stroke of half-time. Usually I wouldn't take a penalty with my goalkeeper unless I was convincingly in the lead, but on this occasion it was so deep into the 45th minute that even if he'd saved it and I'd missed, by the time he tried to get it down the other end, it would 100% have been half-time. And when I take a penalty with a keeper, it doesn't make any difference to me if I take it with a keeper or a different player, because I'm going to go the same way anyway. The only difference that's made is if they do save it, they then have a counter against me with my keeper not in the net. And obviously that could be a problem, but like I say, because it was the 45th minute and where we were, that wasn't really a problem. So we went 1-0 up, and then we, you know, carefully picked our opponent apart. Lovely little play there. Gundogan gets in behind, makes it 2-0, dabs on him for the final goal, I believe, and that was all she wrote. So my best draft yet, in my opinion, not highest rated, my best draft yet, and it pulls out a win for us. I think the 4-3-1-2 might just be my formation. But as you can see, guys, we end up winning the game quite comfortably. The match stats, I can't actually remember the match stats on this game. I think they were quite even, actually. A little bit more possession, but shots were quite even indeed. But I end up pulling out a 2-0 victory. And this, guys, will be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So, guys, we end up winning the draft today. I can't say I'm surprised with how good this team is and how good that team played. Amazing. Peter Schmeichel is phenomenal as a goalkeeper, by the way. I had a lot of fun. I even thought Fernandez scored a couple of goals as well, and one of them was a really nice skill goal. The midfield was just incredible. The attack was fantastic. I won it relatively comfortably, to be honest. That is now our 22nd draft win, guys, out of 53 entries. I would expect a little bit better out of myself, if I'm being perfectly honest. After 53 entries, would have hoped for around 28 to 30 wins. But here we are. This is where we're at. I'm hoping today EA gift us with the good prize. We only conceded 2 goals a whole draft, scoring 13 goals. Come on, man. It's time to reward me. It's time to give me the good thing. So we get a 50k pack and a 5k pack. And you might be thinking, wait, you just got a 50k pack for a 15k draft entry. I agree. It's a good coin value reward in terms of pack value. But in terms of the contents of the packs, 5k packs are just generally garbage, right? You get 1 rare card out of the 12. It's very unlikely you're going to get anything sellable. The best you can really hope for is like a hunter card or something like that. We'll send all of that to the club. We'll send him to the trade pile. And now 50k packs, they can be outstanding. You know, you're getting 12 rare players, but it could consist as like your best player of being like an 82 rated player. So this pack will define how good this draft really was. I thought the team was definitely the best team I've ever drafted, 100%. Let's see now if the reward can match the draft. What are we getting? No walkout, and this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. We get Lars Bender as our best player. Like, how can you be happy with that? On the screen right there, that's what I got for winning the draft. How can you be happy with that? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to be like happy with that. I mean, Lars Bender's alright right now, just because he looks like he's about 3k. Simply because of the SBC that's about. These guys are all utter garbage. I'll send them to the trade pile anyway. These guys are also all utter garbage. I'm going to discard them. They're not worth it. I'm going to send them to the trade pile. That, guys, is the end of the video. Thank God it was a good draft, because otherwise this would have been a terrible episode. We win the draft comfortably. We get a 50k pack and a 5k pack. Of course, nothing in it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.